So today I'm going to show you my 8230 dozers. I got a pair of them. They've been sitting here for a year, and I like to run them at least once a year. I haven't had anything to do with them, but I like to run them once a year just to keep oil up on the top of everything, keep the engines running. They both have 671 Detroit diesels in them, and you know what can happen to a Detroit diesel when it sits. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a plan on how to shut them off if they run away, which that's been known to happen several times in my life. So every time it does it, it just makes you like this. So now what I do is I make a plan so that when I get ready to start them, I know exactly what I'm going to do and how to shut them off so that they don't run away and destroy themselves. So I'm going to walk you around the tractor and I'm going to show you how we're going to shut them down, and we'll go from there. How I start them. I don't have batteries in every machine I own. I'd be battery poor. So I keep two big 8D batteries, and I've got welding cables, and then I can go from, I got this little jumper here in between. I can go from 12 volt to 24 volt without having to do anything awkward. I go right onto the starter, and I've got welding twist leads, and I twist them right on the starter, so that way I don't have to have batteries and everything. I start them up, I run them, I just leave them run continuously, and I never ever shut them off until I'm done with them. If I shut them off and I have to start them again, I hook my cables back up and start them. So 671 Detroit diesels are notorious. Any Detroit diesel is notorious for running away with itself. And there's only two ways that you're going to shut that engine off. Number one, you're going to shut off its air supply. Number two, you're going to shut off its fuel supply. So if you look right down here, you're going to see there's a trap door right here. And when you pull up on that, there should be a cable on that, but when you pull up on that, that little door slams shut and it shuts all the air off going to that engine. Well, sometimes they've been sitting for so long that door won't close. I've already exercised this one to make sure that that door opens and closes. The second thing is I put a fuel shutoff valve in here years ago, so if it wants to run, I can shut its fuel off. If you want to take a hammer and hit that fitting and break that fitting off of that fuel filter, you can do that too. As long as you can get the air shut off or get the fuel shut off, it doesn't hurt to have a on this particular engine, I pop this off and I've got an aluminum, big heavy piece of 1/4-inch plate aluminum, and I shut its air off that way. On the end of it, I use this on like turbocharged 6V92s and anything that's turbocharged. You can just put that right over the turbocharger and shut its air off, and you can kill that engine. So you don't have a runaway rabbit, which is what you do not want. This particular machine here, I've had this machine for, I'd say 25-30 years. I've built a lot of lakes and ponds with it. It's a good old tractor yet. This one over here is a sister to it. This one's got cable lift and hydraulic tilt, but this one has a 2-valve cylinder head. This one has a 4-valve cylinder head. And this one, of course, has got a straight pipe on it, which we're going to start it up today too, so you get to listen to it. It's an animal. So I'm going to show you this. Put it right over the top of that intake right there. She won't run after that. I also took and made sure that fuel shutoff works, and I got a pair of pliers in my back pocket. So with that being said, we've got it neutral. Let's see what happens. gonna be ready for dozen. Holy smokes, look at the mouse nest come out of that. If you're not deaf by now, you will be.